Swords of Wayland had a difference about it. We were away for quite a long time in Cornwall. We had sequences that were on an island, on a coastline, and in Wells Cathedral. The weather was glorious, and I think we had the most wonderful holiday, as well as creating some marvelous visual images. When I first got the scripts from Kip Carpenter, there is a mystical side to Kip. He's a wizard anyway. I mean, they're definitely a warlock. I mean, he's not of this earth. And he had these wonderful ideas, which is the inspiration I need for a director. There were two things about the visual side of it. One is that Kip would write it and make it so that your imagination took off. The other was whatever we did, Paul Knight accepted. There was never the iron hand of a producer saying, artistically, you can't do that. Anything, he would say, it's off the wall, go for it.
He that is bound shall be free, and he that rules shall be overthrown.
I think when I was doing the first episode, I realized what I could do with it. By the time I got to Swords of Wayland, which was the second one, I had a wonderful ball. I mean, there was one time where she's running through the sea, and we put a grad underneath the sea, so that as the water came up, it all went red, and it looked as if it was blood. The devils that we created in Swords of Wayland, when they arrive and they come down off the cliff top, and then they arrive down because they go on to the tops of the village houses and arrive. And when I was in Kenya, there is the Giriama, a tribe in Kenya, and what they do is that they dance. They have feathers that they take out here. So they're dancing, and then as they bend down, their arms come up, and it's a sea of feathers. And I thought that would be amazing to do that. That as you're riding along, and you have out here a stick which has its own wings, as it were, and all you do is you bend forward, lift your wings, and you change the whole perspective of the rider. Also, you have two faces. So you have one face, and the other face is here, masked, and then as you bend down and turn that, changes everything again. So all the time we had the most wonderful ideas we could use. A man opening the doors, yet as he stood there, because the light came, it looked like a cross. As the doors shut, it became a man. The candle wax. You know, we did the reverse, the candle, the figurine comes out of the wax. So we had all those wonderful sort of transitions, visual transitions that we could use, and we did.
Do you fear our master? I have no fear of him. He comes to me in dreams, shining like the sun.
We had Rula being, I think, one of the most magical things I've seen her in. She was majestic. She knew, of course, because she was a Catholic. So therefore she helped us with a lot of the Catholic order of service.
Who is he? Who is this man? Why do I fear him?
She's a highly intelligent lady, and this came across. This abbess really had intelligence.
It seems possible that the villain you have in your custody could be the thief.
Anthony Steele was one of those actors that had been in the army or the forces. I admired him when I was a kid. There he was in all these movies, and this very handsome sort of fellow. And immediately liked the idea of bringing him on and using him.
You wouldn't believe me.
No, I don't suppose I would. You see, I've dealt with villains like you before. They're never content with ordinary lies. Ordinary lies would make them ordinary villains. And they're so stuffed with conceit, they believe themselves beyond ordinary justice.
The youth looking at it, won't realize that he was actually such a star in his youth. And I was just glad to be with him and to see him work, really.
Tell someone to stop that infernal noise.
So all the time one was sort of recreating this atmosphere with these people and these actors that actually became them. And it was quite wonderful.